Hello, folks. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, and indeed. Right now, I am here to have some more cool comic book discussion concerning the power levels of He Man as compared to him in the cartoon comic book and him in the movie. So I want to compare his power levels as seen in three different formats. In other words, okay, I must say that I've watched the He-Man cartoon, read some of the comic book throughout the years. It started in 1983 when the He-Man Masters of the Universe series came out. It was an animated series that was phenomenal. It was incredible. Many feel the same way as far as us not being able to not watch the episodes. The episodes were huge smash hits and people loved them of both male, female, of all age groups. And in the cartoons, the animations, or the comic book, He-Man has God level strength, God level powers in terms of his power levels being immense and incredible. That's how He-Man has been characterized in the animation department or the cartoons for countless years. Now, when they adapted He-Man for the live action in 1983, oh no, not 1983, 1987. He-Man originally came out in 1983 in the cartoons, but they made a live action film of it in 1987. And I must say that they have diminished He-Man's powers and strength incredibly so. In the movie adaptation live action, it appeared that He-Man had nowhere near the powers that he has in the animated cartoon and comic books. So, in other words, He Man was more of a diminished He Man. He didn't have the awesome strength levels in terms of him being able to lift whole mountains and throw them and do many other incredible feats. Not as it wasn't characterized on the big screen in terms of live action with He-Man doing incredible strongman, Superman type of feats, incredible Hulk type of feats. So I must say the movie and the live action disappointed me there in terms of just having He-Man as a regular type of strong man out of some gym, and he's not doing too many phenomenal things throughout the movie in terms of lifting incredible heavy objects and throwing them or picking people up and throwing them long distances. So they characterize they characterize He-Man on the big screen as being farly diminished and far from the He-Man that we've seen in cartoons and animation. Yeah, in the cartoons and comic books, He-Man has Superman level strength and power. So He-Man could match up against Superman evenly, and it'll be a great fight, a great struggle. So I feel that way about the He-Man in terms of the cartoons and the live action He-Man characterized. I thought that they could have characterized him with more powers and more strength in terms of what we've already seen of him before. Yeah, everybody has their own opinion, everybody has their own beliefs, but when you actually see the big difference in power levels dropping, then it becomes recognizable in terms of He-Man right now. All right, folks, thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know how you feel about this whole subject. Indeed.